It's super easy to make a good X-Men or superhero movie. You just go back to the 70s, 80s, or 90s and pick one of those successful runs. It's actually really easy, and if these companies wanted to actually revive the superhero genre, they could easily do it if somebody just read the comics. And from the sounds of it with Avengers Doomsday, nobody is reading any comics. They're just trying to get as many retarded characters into one handicapped movie.
Where is your supporting claim for this? How do you know that no one in the writer's room is reading the comics? And as you put it, they're just trying to get as many retarded characters in that one handicapped movie.
At least Infinity War and Endgame had some resemblance to the Jim Starlin Infinity Gauntlet run. So let me get this straight. Robert Downey Jr. is playing Doctor Doom. Terrible casting. Fantastic Four is there, but Johnny Storm is gay and Reed Richards is also gay and Mexican.
How is the character of Reed Richards gay? He literally has a wife and son. I didn't watch Fantastic Four, but based on the trailers, he's married to a woman who is pregnant, which suggests that he impregnated this woman, which suggests he had sexual relations with this woman, which suggests that the character of Reed Richards isn't gay. Also, I looked it up, and the character of Reed Richards in the First Steps movie isn't Mexican. The actor Pedro Pascal is Chilean, not Mexican.
Captain America, who isn't really Captain America, it's just some black guy pretending to be him.
Sam Wilson is without a doubt a black man. It's just some black guy pretending to be Captain America. No. Steve Rogers passed the mantle of Captain America to Sam Wilson. He's a lackluster Captain America, based on what I've seen in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. He's just a normal guy with a wingsuit and Captain America attire and shield. Whether you or I like it or not, this is Captain America now.
Oh yeah, and you know Iron Man, that character that had years and years of runs that were never adapted in the movies or TV shows? Yeah, let's ignore all that. Iron Man will be in the movie, but it's actually Ironheart. You know that little black girl who needs to go back to the hood, because her inclusion in the movie not only makes me just totally ignore this trash, but I think a lot of other people will do the same.
How do you know we won't see Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man or someone else being Iron Man? I don't think Ironheart will be as important as a character in Avengers Doomsday the same way Iron Man was in the first four Avengers movies. I'm just guessing, but I have no evidence to support this claim. However, I think she will be a supporting character instead of a driving force in the movie.
We also have the X-Men trying to be crammed into the story. And no, it's not new castings for the X-Men that actually fit. They're taking the actors from the crappy Fox movies that were so inaccurate it made me want to pluck my eyes out, and they're bringing them back now when all of them are like 70 years old.
That's an over exaggeration. How old is Holly Berry, bro? Holly Berry's 59 years old, dude. Hugh Jackman is 56. This dude is 52. The oldest people in this poster are 60. The youngest is 43. You are just spewing more nonsense, bro.
Movie that might be good is Gambit, because Channing Tatum's Gambit in Deadpool and Wolverine was one of the only redeeming things in recent years of Marvel.
Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here. I actually agree with Ginger Cool this time. He was entertaining in this role.
And Nightcrawler from X2, which is kind of a crappy version of the character, is also going to be in Doomsday. And what he says here is the final nail in the coffin. I did the entire film in isolation. Lots of green screen, face replacement. I didn't know who I was acting with half the time. How the hell does that work?
I can see how this is problematic. When an actor is around others, they can play off of each other. However, this is the account of a single actor's experience, unless there's others that I'm not aware of, and he didn't include in this video. But I do see how this can turn out to be a jumbled sort of Frankenstein's monster of a movie.
Netflix Daredevil show, which took directly from the comics from the 70s and 80s, which most people will never do, so respect to them for that. Keeping the gritty noir visuals, but also staying accurate to the fact that he's a superhero who swings around New York City. Forget all of that. In Avengers Doomsday, nobody is actually on set together. There's no set, it's just a green screen, and they're gonna cut it all together later.
You included a single actor's experience among many other actors within the movie. How do you know that his experience is true for everyone else? Nobody is actually on set together. There's no set. It's just a green screen. Oh yeah? What about this, Ginger Cool? There aren't many examples, but this looks like a set to me.
This movie is going to be a disaster that's going to be remembered for decades on how not to make a movie.
How will it be a disaster, dude? Just because one guy said he was filmed on his own in front of a green screen?
It's like the classic Avengers, except the entire thing is spasticated, full of black race swaps, and really gay.
What are you talking about, race swaps? In a sense, Iron Man has been black race swapped, but Ironheart isn't Iron Man, and she will never be Iron Man. Captain America has been race swapped, but what about the rest of the original Avengers? Thor, Hulk, Hawkeye, Black Widow haven't been race swapped yet. Maybe they will in the future, who knows? This guy just bullshits so much it's actually insane. Listen, Ginger Cool, your argument for Avengers Doomsday being a woke disaster is so flawed because you are attributing a single actor's film experience to everybody else, and apparently the movie will be filled with race swaps. I understand why you have bad faith in Marvel movies, dude. They haven't done much to regain the trust of fans within the last 5 years. You had a few passable movies here and there, like Spider Man No Way Home, Guardians 3, Deadpool, and Wolverine. I haven't seen any Marvel movies after Deadpool and Wolverine, so I can't speak on those movies, but everything else was lackluster, including the TV shows. And I don't care about watching any Marvel movie that has released this year because Disney and Marvel have destroyed my trust in them to make awesome superhero movies. So I understand why you feel this way. I can relate to you in that sense. However, you didn't do much to support your claim that Avengers Doomsday will be a woke disaster other than the fact that there's questionable production choices.
And if any handicap out there has a problem with anything I just said, go complain to your boyfriend.
Wow, dude, you are so cool. I want to be just like you when I grow up.